Have you ever felt disrespected? How did you react? Disrespect, an unfortunate ingredient in the stew of human interactions, makes its way into our lives often uninvited. It can rattle us, ignite our anger, or even make us question our worth. But what if we could navigate disrespect differently? What if we could turn these moments into opportunities for growth and empowerment? Today, we'll explore 10 Stoic principles to better handle disrespect. First, let's delve into the principle of maintaining equanimity. Equanimity, simply put, is the art of keeping a balanced mind, regardless of the circumstances around you. It's about not letting your emotions get the best of you, especially when faced with disrespect. Think about it. When someone disrespects you, it's easy to react impulsively, led by a surge of anger or hurt. But what if you could remain calm, unfazed, and balanced? This is where equanimity comes into play. By maintaining a state of emotional equilibrium, you prevent the escalation of conflicts. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're in a heated discussion and someone throws a disrespectful remark your way. Instead of reacting impulsively, you keep your cool. Your balanced response can diffuse the tension, preventing the situation from spiraling out of control. Equanimity is not about suppressing emotions, but rather about managing them effectively. Remember, maintaining equanimity is key to managing disrespect. Next, let's explore the principle of introspection. Introspection serves as a mirror to our minds, allowing us to reflect on our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. When faced with disrespect, it's easy to react impulsively, letting our feelings dictate our response. But by engaging in introspection, we can pause, step back, and examine why we feel the way we do. This self-examination can be achieved through various methods. Journaling, for example, allows us to articulate our thoughts and feelings, providing clarity and perspective. Meditation, on the other hand, fosters mindfulness, helping us to stay present and centered, even when faced with challenging situations. Through introspection, we gain a deeper understanding of our reactions to disrespect. We can identify triggers, understand our emotional responses, and learn to manage them more effectively. We can discern whether our reactions are justified, or if they stem from past experiences or insecurities. Engaging in introspection can help you better understand and manage your reactions to disrespect. Moving on, we have the principle of embracing contemplative pauses. This principle emphasizes the power of taking a moment to reflect before reacting to situations of disrespect. It's like pressing the pause button on a movie to better understand the scene. This pause allows us to process the situation, our feelings, and the potential consequences of our response. Consider a situation where someone disrespects you in a public setting. An immediate reaction might be to retaliate, which could escalate the situation and lead to regrettable actions. Instead, by taking a contemplative pause, you give yourself the opportunity to cool down, to reflect on the disrespect, and to consider a more thoughtful and respectful response. It's in these moments of pause that we can tap into our inner wisdom and make decisions that align with our values. Remember, it's not the disrespect that defines us, but how we respond to it. Embracing contemplative pauses allows for thoughtful and measured responses to disrespect. Our fourth principle is to cultivate empathy. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is a powerful tool in handling disrespect. It allows us to see beyond the surface of a person's actions and delve into their motivations. Often, disrespectful behavior is a reflection of inner turmoil, a projection of personal insecurities, or a reaction to external pressures. To cultivate empathy, we can practice active listening. This means fully focusing on the person speaking, absorbing their words, and responding thoughtfully. This not only shows respect but also allows us to gain a deeper understanding of their perspective. Another way to cultivate empathy is by practicing kindness. Small acts of kindness can foster a sense of shared humanity, reminding us that we are all fighting our own battles. Remember, empathy doesn't excuse disrespect. Instead, it provides a lens through which we can better understand the root of the behavior. Cultivating empathy can help you better understand and respond to disrespect. The fifth principle is to prioritize virtue. Embracing virtue, in essence, is about adhering to your core values and principles, even when confronted with disrespect. It's about standing firm, not compromising your integrity, no matter how strong the winds of disrespect might blow. Imagine you're in a situation where someone is blatantly disrespecting you. It's easy to react impulsively and stoop to their level, right? But that's where virtue comes in. Upholding your virtues means responding with grace, dignity, and respect, even when it's not reciprocated. Think of famous figures like Martin Luther King Jr. or Mahatma Gandhi. They faced immense disrespect and hostility, yet they chose to respond with nonviolence and peaceful protest, embodying their virtues. By prioritizing virtue, you ensure your actions align with your values, creating a buffer against the negativity of disrespect. It's not about winning a battle of words but about maintaining your self-respect and dignity. Prioritizing virtue ensures that your responses to disrespect align with your personal values. Now we move on to the principle of embracing acceptance. This isn't about surrender or defeat, but about recognizing the reality of a situation. When faced with disrespect, it's natural to feel hurt or angry. However, holding on to these feelings only fuels resentment and hostility. So, how does acceptance play a role here? Well, it allows us to acknowledge the disrespect without letting it define us or our reactions. It's about saying, yes, this happened, no, it wasn't right, but it won't dictate my response. This approach can feel liberating, freeing us from the chains of negative emotions. Acceptance also encourages understanding. It's about realizing that people's disrespect often reflects their own issues, not a judgment of your worth. By accepting this, you can reduce the sting of disrespect, and even find the strength to respond with compassion and grace. Embracing acceptance can help reduce the negative impact of disrespect. The seventh principle is to leverage humor. Now this might sound a bit unconventional in a conversation about handling disrespect, but humor, when used wisely, can be a powerful tool. It can diffuse tension, lighten the mood, and even reframe a potentially harmful situation into a more manageable one. For instance, imagine someone makes a snide remark about your outfit. You could respond with a witty quip or a lighthearted joke about your own fashion sense. This shows that you're not rattled by their comment, and it can often disarm the other person, flipping the script and turning a negative situation into a positive one. It's important, however, to use humor appropriately. Avoid belittling or mocking the other person, as this can escalate the situation rather than diffuse it. Instead, aim for humor that is inclusive and light, humor that invites a shared laugh rather than a pointed jab. Leverage humor not as a weapon, but as a bridge to understanding. Leveraging humor can help diffuse tension and manage disrespect more effectively. Next, we have the principle of establishing clear boundaries. This principle is all about setting the terms of your interactions with others. It's akin to drawing a line in the sand, a line that signifies respect and decency. When you establish clear boundaries, you send a message that certain behaviors will not be tolerated. So how do we establish these boundaries? It starts with self-awareness. Understand what behaviors you find disrespectful and communicate these clearly to others. Be firm yet respectful as you express your boundaries. Remember, it's not about controlling others, but about maintaining your self-respect. Maintaining these boundaries is equally important. If someone crosses them, address it immediately. Don't let disrespect slide. Stand up for yourself and remind them of your boundaries. This doesn't mean you have to be confrontational. Rather, it's about standing firm in your self-worth and not allowing others to undermine it. Establishing clear boundaries is crucial in preventing repeated instances of disrespect. Our ninth principle is to choose forgiveness. In the face of disrespect, it may feel natural to harbor resentment or anger. However, such feelings only serve to weigh you down, stealing your joy and peace. The Stoic wisdom encourages us to rise above these negative emotions through the powerful tool of forgiveness. You see, forgiveness is not about condoning disrespect or forgetting the harm done. It's about releasing the grip of bitterness that holds you back, allowing you to heal and move forward with grace and dignity. Moreover, choosing to forgive often leads to personal growth. It fosters emotional maturity, resilience, and the capacity to handle future instances of disrespect more effectively. In essence, forgiveness is a form of self-care, a gift you give to yourself. It's not about the one who wronged you, it's about freeing yourself from the chains of resentment. Choosing forgiveness can aid in healing and personal growth. Finally, we have the principle of shifting perspectives. Imagine seeing the world through a different lens, one that shines a light on the positive rather than the negative. Changing how we perceive disrespect can drastically alter its impact. If we choose to view it as a reflection of the other person's inner turmoil instead of a personal attack, we foster resilience. In transforming our perspective, we transcend the negativity, and disrespect loses its power over us. Shifting perspectives can significantly alter the impact of disrespect. That wraps up our exploration of the 10 Stoic principles for handling disrespect. We've journeyed through maintaining equanimity, engaging in introspection, embracing contemplative pauses, cultivating empathy, prioritizing virtue, accepting what is, leveraging humor, establishing clear boundaries, choosing forgiveness, and shifting perspectives. Each principle is a tool for your personal toolbox, ready to be used when faced with disrespect. The key is to practice these principles daily. Remember, handling disrespect effectively is a step towards personal growth and more harmonious interactions.